had to do this video like 3 times in a row. Y'all couldn't see me on the video. Today is recovery, balance, gravity, filling in the blanks of the body and mental of cells. Most guys will take the day off. I just focus on the gravity, the timing, the positioning. Make sure your whole physical human body is in one tap. It's very important to know that the body can fall out of timing in less than 1 second during the 24 hours of the day, even if you train for a world-class fight. Because we have to remember that the body is the most weakest thing we have. That's why when we get sick, it gets disinformed very quickly. Even guys that are in great, phenomenal shape, if they get hurt, let's say they break a finger, and let's say they're bodybuilders, forget about it. It's gonna mess up their whole cipher with their whole everything, even if it's just a finger. So we have to remember that the body is the weakest thing we have. So it's very important that we maintain it on an every second by second, tenth of a second. Either it's health, nutrition, mentally, good rest, whatever it is. Most guys, when it comes to world-class fighting, most guys train for what, 6 weeks? They look phenomenal. Day of the weigh-in, they do a couple of discombobulated moves that separates a professionalism from a professional. And the timing could be off during the preparation before the fight, and there goes the fight. Or they could rush themselves mentally, emotionally. And it's not that they couldn't win the fight, it's just that they did poor diligence before 48 hours before the fight. So it's very important that when world-class fighters fight for 6 weeks, they maintain that poise through the weigh-in to the next day, all the way to the hand wraps, to the walk into the ring. That's the difference between a professional and professional. Also, previous, like I just saw the Edgar Berlanga and the Canelo press conference. Those things like that, mentally, emotionally, they have to do with the art of war. Or the 48 laws. How you call it? it can actually drain a fighter even 3 months before the fight. And being overconfident too. Telling people that the professionalism and the professional doesn't mean that the professionalism is not going to make mistakes. Everybody's born with it. But the difference between the professional and the professionalism is that the professional is consistent. I mean, the professionalism is consistent and the professional is inconsistent. You already see the Red Sox, right? And I'm a Red Sox fan. Professionalism, even if he's inconsistent, he's going to get the job done. No matter what happens. No matter if he was with the young woman the day before, no matter if he had a drink the night before, no matter if there's emotional problems when it comes to the family, or whatever, he breaks a finger, he's going to perform the next day. Even if it's to work, the balance, the timing, the gravity of what I'm doing right now. Just preparing the body on my day off for the week that's coming up. So I can have more points. More, how you call that? Some people say discipline, more just taking the time. But taking your time at a high volume. Because anything that has to do with consistent professionalism is high volume because you're training every 4 hours, every 8 hours. Feel me? And that's good for world-class fighters that are 6 weeks before a fight. Before they start, you know, when they go into the hard sparring. Some guys leave it at the gym, over sparring, wrong sparring, wrong sparring partners. High volume training, like a guy like Manny Pacquiao. Yeah, he does everything high volume. But then he rushes in the weigh-in to put his shoes on. You know he's gonna get knocked out in that fight. You already see Marquez knocked him out in the last fight, right? Not everything necessarily at a high volume is better. Not speed is better than poise. Because with poise you could adjust speed. And if you adjust speed with poise, you can control the speed. So a lot of people ask me, what would you like? Speed is landing. Yeah, it's true that Muhammad Ali had speed. But the one thing he had was poise and consistency of patience. And that was more important than his speed. When you combine that, what he was doing then, yeah, he was the greatest heavyweight. Now they get over sparring. Well, thanks to a bunch of people that I don't want to talk about, but they were getting rich off of him. that were looking for their best interest, not for his health, his health. And they blame it on the promoter. Whenever you're in professionalism boxing and you have absorbed the punishment that Manny Pacquiao has absorbed, and I'm older than Manny Pacquiao, but I haven't absorbed his punishment during those wars. That means that I'm young, brief. I'm really an 18-year-old right now, and he's really very older. And it's for his best interest to retire. Not because he can't win, because of the effects that the brain is going to have later on for his nerve academy, which is robotic. It's similar to like when you either do a substance abuse or something. Right away you feel a different gravity. And that gravity, when you get hurt, like Muhammad Ali did, it's not gonna fade away like the substance abuse. And I'm not criticizing anybody, I'm just getting to the point that, especially for the young fighters and the guys that are on their way out, that have absorbed a lot of punishment, and they just trying to get more money. You gotta really know who your people are around you. That when it's time to say no and you can't perform the proper way, 10 million might not be worth it if your body is not in the right mental state when it comes to the nervous system of gravity of the brain. I don't care who's around. Angelo Dundee, whoever it is. You gotta have, it's like lawyers that watch lawyers or with the accountants that watch accountants. Basically, you have to have 2 or 3 people that you can rely on. It don't make sense to be brainless and have 50 million. Let me see what happened to Muhammad Ali. And you can look at all the sparrings on YouTube, and everybody was cheering them on, of the innocent people that don't know what's going on. But the people that know the sport, you probably could have still been around. What killed Muhammad Ali was the mental illness. It wasn't nothing else. Physically, he was perfect. But I'm an amateur, what do I know? It's yet to be proven. I'm taking my time. I know I can compete with the Crawfords. I know I can compete with the Canelos. But we plugging. Profession. So yeah, that was just, a little talk. Actually talking and doing videos on these days is really relaxing because it actually puts your timing a lot better to settle in your mental and physical aggression that you can also become a creature of habit on an everyday high volume training. Sometimes we become creatures of habit even at high volume, even with control, when it's like taking a shot of liquor. Sometimes a shot of liquor is good for that one day because it just takes the timing off for 1 second just to make sure, hey, I'm human again, feel me? So it's not a bad thing as long as you don't overdo it to the point that you're drinking, 20 bottles, you know what I mean? Anything that has to do with breaking the everyday movement, it's a learning and recovery and also very healthy for your system. When it comes to fighting, that's all I can say. That's all I can say.